Om Shanti, morning murli, 16th April. Sweet letter of Bap Dada for sweet children. Essence, sweet children, in order to claim a kingdom for 21 births, donate the wealth of knowledge. Sweet children, in order to claim a kingdom for 21 births, donate the wealth of knowledge. Imbibe knowledge and inspire others to imbibe it as well. Question: what is the main reason for experiencing bad omens as you move along? What is the main reason for experiencing bad omens as you move along? Answer: bad omens are experienced because of not following Shrimat fully. Because of not following Shrimat fully. If your intellect has faith and you constantly follow the directions of the One, you can never experience bad omens. There would be constant benefit. Those who come late can go a lot further ahead. It is a game of a second. It is a game of a second. If you belong to Baba, you claim all rights and you receive the inheritance of the treasures of limitless happiness. But you must constantly follow his Shrimat. Song: you are the ocean of love. We thirst for one drop. Om Shanti. The meaning of Om Shanti has been explained to you children again and again. Om means I am a soul and this is my body. The Father says, I am a soul, the Supreme Soul. He does not have a body because he is the Father of all. You cannot say, I, the soul, am the Supreme Soul. It is correct to say, I am a soul, a child of the Supreme Soul. It is absolutely wrong to say, I, the soul, am the Supreme Soul. You children know the Father. You understand that this world is old and that the golden age is known as the new world. However, those poor helpless people don't know when the golden age existed. They think that the iron age still has 40,000 years remaining. You children understand that? You children understand that by following Shrimat, we are establishing the new world. The Father says, I am establishing the new world through you. Destruction does not happen through you. You are Shiv Shaktis, the mouth-born progeny of the Father of people Brahma and the non-violent Shiv Shakti army. You are the ones who have the right to claim the inheritance from the Father. You Brahmans are the ones who receive Shrimat and those who conquer the vice of lust. This is why those who come here are told that only if they have conquered the vice of lust can they meet the Father. There are some who are real children and others who are stepchildren. Real children never indulge in vice. We have now found the Father who is the ocean of knowledge. Krishna cannot be called the ocean of knowledge. The praise of the deities is completely separate from the praise of Shiv Baba. The praise of the deities is that they are completely viceless. Whereas Shiv Baba is known as the seed of the human word tree, the one who is the truth, the living and blissful one, the ocean of knowledge. This body is lifeless to again. This body is lifeless to begin with, and when a soul enters it, it becomes alive. So only the Father, the seed, knows how the human word tree emerges. He is giving you knowledge. Baba says, even if I give you a little knowledge, you go from this old world to the new world. that is known as Shiva temple, heaven, which is established by Shiv Baba, where the living deities reside. On the path of devotion, they have been made to sit in temples. You are true spiritual Brahmins. You are true spiritual Brahmins. Shiv Baba has made you belong to him through Brahma. Even though worldly Brahmins say that they are mouth-born progeny, they still say, we bow to the Brahmins who are deities. Because they think we Brahmins are worshippers. You are the ones who are worthy of worship. Vicious Brahmins bow down to the pure ones. You are now Brahmins. There will come a time when you will also say, we bow down to the Brahmins who are deities. Because you who are to become worthy of worship will then become worshippers. These are very deep and entertaining things. These are very deep and entertaining things. Those who follow Shrimad will imbibe all of this and will also inspire others to imbibe it. For instance, to whatever extent a barrister or a surgeon studies, so the medicines or the points of law will remain in his intellect. They are all given the title of barristers, but one of them may be millionaire, whereas another may not have any income at all. Here too, donations are given number wise, and so their returns is also the same. This is why it is said, the more you donate, the more you receive. There, if you donate, you receive the return of it for a temporary period. You will take your next birth in a wealthy household. Here, you claim a right to a kingdom for 21 births. So you must note down all the points. You must not give lectures while reading from a piece of paper. You have to keep it all in your intellects and give lectures. Just as Shiv Baba is the ocean of knowledge, the purifier, so you also have to become that. A child has written, my father is also my teacher, and you too are my father and teacher. That one is limited, but this one is unlimited. The unlimited father tells you unlimited matters. A limited father will tell you limited matters. He gives limited happiness. Even those who give limited happiness are given the title of Sarvodaya, means one who has mercy for all. Baba is saying that too is false. They don't have mercy for all. That is for everyone in the entire world. The Father is the one who has mercy for all and makes them pure. He also makes the elements pure. There is only the one word, and that same word changes from new to old. Bharat used to be heaven and Bharat is now hell. It is not that the land of Buddhists or the land of Christians were heaven. No. Everyone remembers the Father because He is heavenly God the Father who liberates everyone from sorrow. He is the liberator as well as guide. The Father says, children, very little time remains. Children, very little time remains. Remove your intellects, yoga from everyone as well as from bodies. We are now going to our Father. We will then go down and rule the kingdom. You play the main parts of heroes and heroines. The mother, father and children are all effort makers. The one who is loved in the extreme, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is inspiring us to make effort. He is also remembered on the path of devotion. but they don't know him. The Rishi and Munis, etc., said that the Creator and His creation are infinite. So, how can the Gurus of today say that they are God? In the Dilwala temple, they show an image of Adi Dev at ground level. They have shown an image of black stone. Then there is an image of gold at Achal Ghar, means the home of stability. Down below he is doing tapasya, and up above there is an image of heaven. Those are our memorials. Those are our memorials. He makes impure ones pure, and so this must be the confluence age. There are also those who belong to the path of devotion at this time. Baba also sees with this body his own memorial in those physical temples. He says, I see that those are my memorials. Baba is saying, you can also see your memorials. You can also see your memorials. Previously, you did not know that was your memorial. Now you know that you, who were worthy of worship, became worshippers. We were deities who became warriors, merchants, and Shudras, and we have now become Brahmans. You also understand the meaning of Hamso. How does the new word become old? It is when the new one is created that the old one is destroyed. Surely, establishment through Brahma has to take place here. Establishment through Brahma has to take place here. People are created here. Brahma is shown sitting alone in the subtle region. When he has finished creating creation, he becomes an angel. You are the mouth-born creation of the father of people Brahma, the jewels of Brahman clan. In fact, you are Sarvodaya leaders. In fact, you are Sarvodaya leaders who have mercy for all. By following Shrimad, you have mercy for yourself and also for others. Doubly elevated, Shiv Baba sits here and makes you elevated. In fact, only the one should be called Shri Shri. The purifier, the bestower of salvation is only one. This is an unreal, false word. Whatever they say here, it is all false. They even say false things about the Creator and creation. Baba speaks the truth. This is known as the story of becoming true Narayan. Look what you were and what you are becoming through knowledge. You claim a high status to whatever extent. You follow Shrimad. You claim a high status to whatever extent you follow Shrimad. You claim the unlimited inheritance from the unlimited Father. This is why it is said Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, the Gita of the elevated directions of God. All other scriptures are its creation. The Gita is the mother and father. Because Gita has been falsified, no one receives the inheritance through that. You children know about these things. It is not that only the old ones are clever. No, many new ones go ahead of the older ones. Those who come later will also claim a high status. This game only takes a second. Belong to Baba and claim a right. What can Baba do if someone is not able to stay? All that you need is for your intellect to have faith and to follow Shrimad. Just as there can be different omens that influence your other income, so there are also different omens here. You experience bad omens when you don't follow Shrimad. You experience bad omens when you don't follow Shrimad. Otherwise, it is very easy. If you become a child of Baba and Mama, you claim the inheritance of the treasures of limitless happiness. There is benefit in following the direction of one. You have now found the one whom you had been remembering for half a cycle, and so you should stick to him. Why do you get confused? Baba says, I have come once again to give you your fortune of the kingdom according to the drama. So you must follow my instructions. Remember me with your intellects. I don't give you any other difficulty. I don't give you any other difficulty. It is you who claim the inheritance of heaven. Yesterday it was heaven and today it is hell. Heaven has to be created once again. Yesterday we were the masters, but we have become beggars today. This is a play about changing from a prince to a beggar. It is such an easy thing. So you don't become soul conscious. It is this that takes effort. Sannyasis say, if you get angry, put a bead in your mouth. If you get angry, put a bead in your mouth. All of those examples refers to this time. The example of buzzing moth is also from here. They make the dirty insects become like themselves. It is a wonder. It is a wonder. All have definitely become like dirty insects. You Brahman buzz around them. Some Brahmans become ready to fly. Some still remain Shudras. Some still remain Shudras. The example of the snake is also from here. Consider yourself to be soul because you have to shed your old skins and take new skins in the golden age. The Father is the ocean of knowledge, whereas the Gita is so teeny. They memorize the verses and everyone is impressed by them. While studying the Gita, we have reached the end of the Iron Age. No one has received salvation. I give you a little knowledge and you go to heaven. I give you a little knowledge and you go to heaven. You have to become very sweet. Baba is saying you have to become very sweet. Imbibe knowledge. You must churn this knowledge. Do this spiritual business in the early morning hours and you will earn a hug income. Souls are refreshed in the morning. This habit will be instilled by your practice. It again and again. Whoever does this now will claim a high status. An intellect that has faith is victorious, but for an intellect with doubt, there is destruction. You have found the unlimited Father. Why create doubts about this? Shiv Baba makes you into the masters of the world. Why should you forget him? You should love these jewels of knowledge very much. The Father, the great donor, is making you into the masters of the world. Each jewel of this knowledge is worth millions of rupees. Each jewel of this knowledge is worth millions of rupees. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children and we spiritual children says namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Essence for dharana. First, have mercy for yourself by following Shrimat. Be the ones who have mercy for all and change this impure world into a pure one. Second, do spiritual business at Amrit Vela and accumulate an income. Churn the ocean of knowledge. Definitely make effort to become soul conscious. today's blessing. Feel Baba's hand on your head and take blessing. May you be a master creator and an embodiment of power whose every power works under your orders. May you be a master creator and an embodiment of power whose every power works under your orders. The children whose powers works according to their orders have the authority of being master almighty authorities. Every power in the form of a creation comes in from front of a master creator. Every power in the form of a creation comes in front of a master creator. As soon as you order it, it comes in front of you. When you say yes present at every moment and to every direction of the fathers, to every step of the father's Srimad, then every power also says yes present or yes master, I am present. Those whose powers work according to their orders are called master creators. Those whose powers work according to their orders are called master creators. Slogan: to be simple and become a sample for many souls is a hug service. To be simple and become a sample for many souls is a hug service. Om Shanti. Invaluable elevated versions of Mateshwari Ji. Success through God's knowledge received directly. This imperishable knowledge we are receiving is received directly from God, the ocean of knowledge. We call this knowledge godly knowledge because people with this knowledge can be liberated from their bondage of sorrow of many births. You don't then have karmic bondages, and this is why this knowledge is called the imperishable knowledge. We receive this knowledge from only the one eternal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, because He Himself is imperishable. All human souls go into the cycle of birth and death, and this is why the knowledge we receive from Him liberates us from the karmic bondages. This is why knowledge we get from people is called false knowledge or perishable knowledge. However, deities are immortal because they received this imperishable knowledge from the eternal Supreme Soul. This shows that God is one and His knowledge is one. Together with this knowledge, we also have to keep two main things in our intellects. Firstly, we have to stay away from vicious, iron-aged company, and secondly, we have to observe precautions about not eating impure food and drink. Only by observing these precautions are we able to make our lives successful. Which precautions? We have to stay away from vicious, iron-aged company, and secondly, we have to observe precautions about not eating impure food and drink. Only by observing these precautions are we able to make our lives successful. Acha, Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.